All right, we got healthcare. Okay, Gilead Service or Gilead Sciences. If you see, we are at the top of this wedge or triangle, whatever, more of a wedge. So watch for us to try to transition down to the 67.77. If we can break above this, remember, we are just following our path, right? You see how this broke above but then immediately failed the very next day? We need it to close above and then to hold it the next day. But the problem with that, and this is weird because I've seen this, is sometimes it will break above and then trend itself down this line, right? So we just need to be careful and pay attention to our volume and what's going on. Don't forget we have earnings coming out on the 29th, so just keep that in mind. But I like anything above the 67.77 would be a buy. Just make sure that you have your stops. Bristol Myers. Look at beautiful. Literally look at beautiful. I like it. I like everything about it, man. Everything about it. We've trended up. We just broke out. We came down. This blue line, as you can see, this is a line I drew myself. We had a lot of time getting above it. 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts of look above and fails, right? Look above, fail, look above, fail. This one does not count because it did not look above, fail, look above, fail, look above, and holding. Now we are at the other. This is what I mean. Now look at this. Look below and fail, right? So as now, and we were looking above to fail. Now we're looking below and failing. So anything above this 66.91 is a screaming, let's go to the moon. Yeah, yeah. You're terrible. You're ugly. And I don't even know what is you doing in my portfolio. Right? You just looking terrible. You're embarrassing us. Right? You're just embarrassing us. There's nothing else I can say about that. ABBV. Yeah, baby. Let's go. We are on our way. We just broke it. Look at this. Look above and fail of our breakout. I think I was talking about that last week. And then we got rejected, which is great. But look at where we found it. Now we need to draw a line right here so we have a frame of reference. The reason I'm drawing it at that very point because this is short-term traders. It hit a point and they bought, right? Like it didn't jiggle round. It didn't because this looks okay. There's a line right here. There's a line right here. This is just looks like in the middle of nowhere. So that's an important point. And I mean it retracted what 115 to 116, basically $1.80, almost $2 off the low. And then on Friday we almost try to get to the high 118.33. Yeah, we're 2 points away from the high. Just be careful, watch that it can come back to this 116, kind of gather some momentum, and then try to retake the high again. But when is the earnings on this? The 30th. So just watch out on the 30th. Johnson and Johnson. I'm not going to say this is a nasty one. Um, Anything above the 166, I would say is a screaming buy. Just be careful. It could flush down all the way. Like it looks like it's gonna flush ourselves down to maybe a little bit below the 66.75. And what we're looking for right there is a look below and fail. If it look below and fails and then comes back above the 66.75, that's where you buy. Not on the touch down, but on the come back up, if that makes sense. AstraZeneca. Oh man. What happened, man? What happened? And volume picked up on here. Like we got almost triple the volume. This I got to see what's going on more in this one, do some more due diligence because we were looking great. I mean, we were knocking at the door, but that also makes sense why we would get destroyed. Because what we broke above this line June 10th, right? Had some nice days, went up, and then out of nowhere, after we just hit a nice little high, got destroyed. When do we have earnings? The 29th. So honestly, as long as we're above this 55 right here, it's just okay. I'm satisfied with it. It's when we cross this 55 because we kind of broke into this 55 way in May. So we hold this 55 on all right. It's when we start breaking that 55.75 that I'd be more concerned. Um, and I'm not going to sell because I still believe in AstraZeneca long term. However, just be careful. United Health is on its way to victory. It already had its earnings. It looks like it beat by 30 cents. Up, up, and goodbye. Goodbye. One, two, three, four, five. Goodbye. Thursday would have been the day that you get it at 407 because it's goodbye. It's gone. Up, and away. Now, mind you, it might, depending on, Corona and all this other kind of stuff. So we might pop up to 427 and then roll back down to the 407 just to clear everybody out, but more probable back to the 415, and then we'll head ourselves back up. So when I say it's up, and away, just keep that in context that it's still going to jiggle around all the way. It's not going to just go straight up. Merc. It's cool. Um, I would like it to be above this 50, but we have earnings coming out on the 29th, so just really wait till earnings. It's too close. And we're below it, so I mean, maybe you could short with the 78.66 as being your get out of your short, but we're really too close for me to, I mean, that you're just gambling on that. You might as well wait. Pfizer, the most disappointing company in the world. Looks like we're about to break out though. We're looking pretty sexy over here, I'm not gonna lie. Looking sexy for this 40 breakout right here. Retest this right here. And maybe, just maybe, we might be able to get to the 43. But don't cross your fingers on this because this has literally gone nowhere. 43 was in December of last year, and we are gone. This is boring. Just let's say, see you next year. Maybe you'll do something. Monera is on fire. Look at this. Now, I thought we were moving right here. May 24th to this little pop right here, 6-7, if you remember that. And then wham! We went even higher. We have now completed this entire run, which is crazy, right? Because Monera, right? If you had been paying attention to when I was building these portfolios, Monera, I almost was thought this was more of like a fraudulent kind of stock. I'm not gonna lie, like a pump and a dump, because you saw a lot of the insiders trading in December on this first pop right up to here at 176, like I think it was like from 40 or something when they got the contract from what's his name. It was maybe like 54, give or take. They got the short-term immediate contract from Donald Trump. Then it doubled or something. It almost like triple, quadrupled in price. And then around this area, I think this was it. Euros over here. A lot of the head people were selling out. I mean, they made buku amounts of money. And now when you're looking almost a year later, when they sold out in the hundreds, 150s, they pretty much ripped themselves off half their money. So I bet you they're kind of looking back now and be like, damn, we should have held on a little longer. But Monera, see you later. I'm glad I got some.